I bet you have been overthinking finding your purpose and passion in life to the extent you can barely stand to look at the words purpose and passion anymore. If yes, you've landed in the right place. I myself was going around in circles in my head for years trying to figure out what this purpose and passion of mine is. 12 years and 3 businesses later, I now spend most of my time helping other frustrated professionals answer this very question. In this video, I'll shed some light on what you can do if you want to stop the endless thought loops and instead make some real advances in finding your purpose and passion. First of all, make your brain work for you, not against you. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to find their passion is to try to think in an analytical and focused manner. Doing this uses the prefrontal cortex of your brain, and this is the kind of thinking that's mostly required throughout school. Unfortunately, it's not the kind of thinking that encourages creative or big picture thinking. To switch over to this diffuse rather than focused way of thinking, we have to do something which might seem counterintuitive. Rather than focus, we have to allow our mind to wander, which enables it to create new neural connections. This happens all over the brain, not just in the prefrontal cortex. Doing activities like walking, running, daydreaming, or something else you really enjoy, such as painting or playing computer games, is the best way to encourage diffuse thinking. Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb, and Salvador Dali, the Impressionist painter, both use an interesting technique to produce some of their most creative ideas. They would get ready to daydream and leave something like a key in their hand. They would then start relaxing, and the moment they fell asleep, the key would fall on the floor and they would wake up due to the noise. In those moments, they often experienced new, bright ideas, and they always had a notebook ready to write down the ideas before they forgot. So the lesson is, if you're trying to figure out what your passion and purpose is by treating it like a logical problem, you might stay stuck. Don't discount the activities that allow for diffuse thinking. So if you have a hobby you enjoy, but you stop pursuing it because you logically can't see how it would turn into a purposeful career, start doing it again. Not only will it make you happier and make you feel more relaxed, but you are likely to make new neural connections, some of which might result in aha moments that might get you closer to finding your purpose. Lastly, I'll talk about overcoming your limiting beliefs. It's fascinating and scary how many beliefs we all hold about ourselves and about the world which are plain false. We often adopt these beliefs when we're children or adolescents, and then we subconsciously hold on to them for years, always believing them to be true. Typical examples include, I'm bad with numbers, or I hate speaking in front of an audience, or I'm too old to find my passion now. What do you think one of your limiting beliefs could be? For a long time, mine was about being bad with numbers as well as being a bad public speaker. More often than not, rather than truths, these beliefs are likely to appear true because of self-fulfilling prophecies. When we believe something to be true, we base this on the limited information we have experienced. And going forward, we only ever notice the evidence that confirms this belief, while ignoring the evidence that demonstrates the opposite. Going back to how the brain works, we are naturally wired to hold on to beliefs rather than spend mental energy, which from an evolutionary perspective is very expensive, on integrating opposing as well as overcoming false beliefs. It used to be a useful survival mechanism thousands of years ago, but in the modern age, it's the opposite. Limiting beliefs are seriously holding us back from seeing opportunities and exploring interesting options that could have helped us find our passion and purpose. How do you overcome these limiting beliefs? The first step is to simply recognize and acknowledge that a particular belief might be a limiting belief. This is easier said than done, and it's best done with a coach who has experience asking the right questions and getting to the root cause of the limiting belief. You then need to verify the belief and eventually start building new beliefs that take you in the direction you want to go. If you want to read my last piece of advice in terms of finding your purpose and passion, then click on the link in the notes to go to the article. And feel free to also reach out to me directly if you have any questions or comments. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!